single individual responsible for Buhari's 2015 victory presidency, replies Tinubu.
APC presidential primary. I have anointed no one, Buhari says.
NWC members kick as Adamu announces Lawan as consensus candidate.
Northern governors insist on southern candidate.
Consensus candidate, legal impossibility, Tinubu campaign organization.
I see danger. APC cabal planning against you, Fayose tells Tinubu.
Nnamani steps down, backs Southeastern aspirant.
National Assembly deserted as workers begin indefinite strike.
Ex-APC National Secretary dumps party.
54 lawmakers sue National Assembly others over judges' poor salary.
Owo attack. Police recover 3 unexploded devices. Tinubu, Fayemi, Amosun others visit, donate to victims' church. For 3-year-old woman, others battle for lives as victims recount experiences.
Gunmen kill policeman, Okada rider cut away rifle in Warri.
AFCON qualifier, we need 100% focus to beat Sierra Leone. Aribo.
Details of this and more will come your way after this timeout.
Today, 7th June 2022. My name is Olushola Egbodofo, and with me in the house is
Oluchi Amuda. Thanks for joining us.
There is commotion at Buhari House, the National Secretariat of the All Progressives Congress, as delegates move to Eagle Square, venue of the presidential convention, to elect the party standard bearer. The national chairman of the party, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, and members of his National Working Committee are engaged in a duel over the former pronouncement of President of the Senate, Ahmad Lawan, as consensus candidate. Senator Adamu, at a meeting on Monday with other national officers, had announced Senator Lawan as the preferred candidate. The APC national chairman is believed to be working in the league with certain senators in the National Assembly who have adopted the Senate president. National Assembly sons told headlines that the federal lawmakers, particularly those who lost out in the primaries in their respective states and would not retain their seats, were smarting to take their pounds of flesh from their state governors.
Meanwhile, National Organizing Secretary Suleiman Mohammed Agungu, who addressed newsmen, said the position taken by APC National Chairman was contrary to the weekend resolution of Northern governors. He said Agungu, who was flanked by Isaac Kemeke and Victor Giadom, National Vice Chairman, Southwest and South-South respectively, among others, said the adoption of Lawan was never discussed at the meeting of the NWC.
In the meantime, Wine Zendibo has also opposed the Senate President as the APC consensus candidate. The group noted that Lawan lacks the national acceptance and electoral integrity to defeat the People's Democratic Party's candidate Atiku Abubakar and Labour Party's candidate Mr. Peter Obi. Wine stated this in a statement signed by Secretary General Okechukwu Iziguzoro and made available to newsmen. Iziguzoro noted that the choice of Lawan as the APC presidential candidate will lead to the party's disastrous exits from power.
In the same vein, chairman of the Southern Nigerian Governors Forum and Ondo State Governor, Mr. Rotimi Akeredolu, has described the alleged pronouncement of the chairman of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, over the choice of party candidates as a step outside his power. Akeredolu, who stated this in the statement his personally signed, said the action the APC chair has taken a decision beyond his competence, adding that office of the president should be contested for by qualified persons from the southern part of the country. Akeredolu said in the statement that his attention has just been drawn to the expensive joke purportedly enacted by the national chairman of APC, Senator Abdullahi Adamu. He said the speculation is rife that the chairman took a flight of fancy and decided to make a pronouncement beyond his competence.
Ahead of today's presidential primaries of the All Progressives Congress APC, the former governor of Ekiti State, Ayodele Fayose, has told the national leader and presidential aspirant of the All Progressives Congress, Senator Bola Tinubu, that some powerful people in the APC are planning its downfall. Fayose, in an open letter to Tinubu, described the former Lagos State governor as one of the leading lights in the Southwest, adding that his intervention was based on his observed views and the attached possible dangers about the good self against tomorrow. According to him, Tinubu's comments in Abeokuta, Ogun State capital, during his consultation with the delegates last week, pointed to the fact that the national leader was privy to some information about plans against him in the party.
In another development, in confirmation of series of reports, the Parliamentary Staff Association of Nigeria, PASAN, and other National Assembly Service Commission have commenced indefinite strike to press home their demands for full payment of outstanding 24 months of national minimum wage and other conditions of service. The PASAN Executive Committee members who mounted surveillance at the entrance of the National Assembly complex chanted solidarity songs. Solidarity forever, as at the time of the filing in this report, all business activities, including banks and offices of the senators and members of the House of Representatives, have been shut down as staff were prevented from entering the complex. The strike is over the failure of the National Assembly management to implement the subsisting Memorandum of Understanding jointly signed by NASC NAS Management and PASAN on April 13, 2021 for payment of all arrears for staff.
President Muhammadu Buhari on Monday declared that he has no preferred candidate as the All Progressives Congress holds its national convention to pick its flag bearer for the 2023 election. The president declared the year following report that the national chairman of the party, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, had announced President of the Senate, Ahmed Lawan, as the consensus candidate of the ruling party. According to a statement issued by Garba Shehu, Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Buhari gave the clarification during a meeting with APC governors of northern states at the Presidential Villa Abuja on Monday, saying that he has no preferred candidate and has announced no one. The statement expressed the president's determination to ensure that there shall be no imposition of any candidates on the party. According to the statement, while speaking with the governors, President Buhari said the party is important and its members must be respected and made to feel they are important.
The presidency has denied claims by the former Lagos State Governor Bola Tinubu that President Muhammadu Buhari won the 2015 election on his fourth attempt, largely because of Tinubu's contribution. In a statement issued by Garuba Shehu, Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, the presidency asserted that many people played different roles, which enabled the then opposition party to defeat the ruling party at the time.
The People's Democratic Party (PDP) in Oyo State has asked the State Deputy Governor, Mr. Rauf Olaniyan, to resign immediately. It added that if Olaniyan refuses to resign, it will use every available legal means to retrieve his mandate. The party, through its spokesperson, Mr. Akim Olatunji, stated this against the backdrop of the defection of Olaniyan from PDP to the APC. The party premised its call on that Olaniyan abandoned the party, upon which he got vote to emerge deputy governor.
And the immediate past National Secretary of the All Progressives Congress, Senator James Akpanohadewi, has resigned his membership of the APC. He was a governorship aspirant in Akwa Ibom State, and he premised his decision to dump the party on what he termed the shoddy manner the candidate selection process in the state was handled. The former national secretary of the party has been embroiled in cold war for the control of the APC structures in the state, with former Minister of Niger Delta Affairs and presidential aspirant Senator Goswill Akpabio. The APC National Working Committee, led by Senator Abdullahi Adamu, had accorded recognition to Stephen Leo Ntukepo, believed to be loyal to Senator Akpabio, as authentic APC state chairman, as against Austin Ekanem of the Senate to Akpanohadewi faction.
Mr. Kola Abiola, son of the acclaimed winner of the June 12 presidential election, late Chief Abiola Kashimawo-Olawale Abiola, has secured the presidential ticket of the People's Redemption Party at its red primary held on Sunday. Abiola polled 2,097 votes to defeat 3 other contestants, including Usman Mohammed Bugaji, Patient Indidi, and Boluga Erusumi. The results showed that Bugaji polled 813 votes, while the duo of Indidi and Erusumi polled 329 and 263 votes, respectively. Speaking after he was declared winner, Abiola vowed to focus on recreating opportunities for Nigerians to prosper and reposition the economy for long-term growth if elected as president.
The Vice Chancellor, University of Abuja, Professor Abdul Rashid Naala, says the institution has gone tough on lecturers sexually harassing students, as 2 professors have been dismissed for the offense. He told newsmen in New York that the university had introduced a policy of sex abuse on campus, which had been published. Nala, who was on a 2-day visit to the United States to meet with the University of Abuja Alumni Association USA chapter to solicit support for the institution, said female students need to be protected. According to him, the institution is committed to high moral standards and will not tolerate any act of misconduct perpetrated by staff against students. And this is our talking point on your view segment this morning. Sex for Marks, Juni Abuja dismisses 2 professors, and the number to dial is 0818-777-5777. The number once again, 0818-777-5777.
A senior advocate of Nigeria, San Sebastian Tar, has dragged the National Assembly and 3 others before the National Industrial Court over poor salaries for judges. Tar, the claimant, during Monday's proceeding, had its team of counsel 32 sons referred to as learned silk and 22 learned counsel, as reported. Esther Awomolo led the other sons in the matter slated for mention before Justice Osatomahe Obaseki Osagie.
We have a call on the line. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Good morning, Lucy.
Good morning, sir.
Shala, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Dr. Akipelu on the line from the diocese. What happened in Nigeria, Abuja, is a very good one. And I want to give it to the disciplinary committee for what they did on those randy lecturers and professors. Other universities should follow suit, even other institutions, because it's not only in the universities, it's in the secondary schools, it's all over the country. So they should be disciplined and give it to them immediately. Once they are caught, they should be treated as criminals. God bless this country. Good morning.
Thank you.
Suspected terrorists on Monday abducted the mother of the All Progressives Congress APC candidate for Kano Central Senatorial District, Abdulkadri Abdusalami Zaura. A source informed the headlines that the aged mother of the politician Ajia Lore Maikune was abducted before the Muslims called to prayer on Monday morning. Speaking on the development, the chairman of the Ungogo local government area of the state, Alhaji Abdullah Garba Ramat, said security operatives had informed him of the incident.
Meanwhile, suspected Boko Haram insurgents on Monday attacked Lawani Minari village near Minok on Damaturu Meduguri Road in Borno State. Hello, good morning.
Good morning to the studio.
Good morning, sir.
I'm calling from Otomo. The decision of June Abuja's Vice Chancellor in dismissing the profession for sexual morality is a very nice one. This will serve as a current to others who may be highly irresponsible as far as sexual activity is concerned. These lecturers are to take the best interest of these students and train them to be useful citizens of this country tomorrow. How can they be abusing them sexually? It's wrong. Other people who are trying this should stop it. Otherwise, that punishment should continue for any professor or lecturer. Good morning.
Thank you.
And D'Amico Montessori International School, Carlin. Oh yes, at D'Amico College of Health and Science and D'Amico Montessori International School, located at number 1 Old Ibadan Road, Ajebandele, Ile-Ife. We have a standard classrooms with unmatched staff and pupil ratio. We develop students' intelligence through caring and all-round focused training while making the learning style very inviting and innovative for holistic development. We run a global school with all-inclusive curriculum that prepare the students for global relevance. At D'Amico Schools, we have highly passionate and motivated 21st century educators, and there is also an opportunity of learning foreign languages, home away from home body system. There is also Hope Model College and D'Amico Montessori Nursery and Primary Schools at Origo, Ife North. Enroll your child for both primary and secondary education. The admission form can be obtained at D'Amico Montessori International School, number 1 Old Ibadan Road, Ajebandele, Ile-Ife, or D'Amico Educational Institute, Kilometer 2, Edda Road, Ile-Ife. You can visit our website www.d'amicoschoolsng.com or call 0803 721 8120. D'Amico Schools. Admission is in progress. D'Amico College of Arts and Science and D'Amico
Bandits on Sunday night invaded Fofuri town of Bungodu local government area of Zamfara State and abducted 23 people, including 2 wives and 3 children of a former accountant general of the state, Abubakar Bello. Fofuri town is 7 kilometers away from Guzo in the state capital. A source from the town, who identified himself only as Malam Sani, said the government abducted 2 wives of the former accountant general of the state, his 3 children, and 18 others.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, madam. Alaji Mufuta Wadeleke, contributing from Okibale.
You're welcome.
The decision is quite nice. It will serve as deterrent. The punishments will continue. Good morning.
Thank you. And the police command in the Federal Capital Territory has said that there was no bandit attack at Guankwa Estate, contrary to reports in some sections of the media. According to report, the FCC Police Public Relations Officer DSP Josephine Ade stated this in a statement issued on Monday in Abuja. She said the clarification became necessary following reports doing the rounds in some sections of the media that bandits attacked Guankwa Estate and abducted some residents.
Vice President Yemi Osinbajo on Monday stopped his convoy to assist victims of an accident that had occurred along Airport Road in Abuja. The Vice President was on his way for his flight to Owo, Ondo State, to commiserate with the victims of Sunday's terrorist attack at St. Francis Catholic Church when he noticed a somersaulted car. The incident was on the opposite lane of his convoy when he stopped to help bring out the trapped occupants of the car. His security and medical teams joined in the effort to remove the victim from the mangled vehicle before he was transported to the hospital.
Operatives of the Ilorin Zonal Command of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) over the weekend arrested 19 suspected internet fraudsters in a sting operation in Lokoja, the Kogi state capital. The suspects were arrested at the hideout by operatives of the anti-fraud agency, following credible intelligence on their activities. Among the suspects is a serving corps member in the state, Adamu, surname withheld following the arrest in Lexus car. Huge sums of money suspected to be proceeds of illegal activities. Different brands of phones, laptops, and other incriminating materials were recovered from them.
Suspected armed robbers on Sunday shot dead a policeman and a motorcycle rider at a from Delta State, according to the state police populations officer, DSP Bright said Duffy. The government also made away with an AK-47 rifle belonging to the police officer.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. My name is Adajala Polawa from Abuja. The decision of the university authority to dismiss the lecturers is a welcome development. Many universities have done that because of the misdemeanor of some of these lecturers. I think the university should adopt zero tolerance for this type of behavior, so that others will, have to make sure that all these things should be adopted by universities, and they have to take their time to make sure that lecturers are giving whatever they deserve, not that they have to be, taking them to consideration of kind of making them as if they are better done in their school than other places.
Right.
Every university should see that any lecturer that misbehaves or even student, effort should be made to weed them out. Good morning.
Thank you very much.
The police command on Monday made public the preliminary findings on the brutal murder of innocent Nigerians by unknown gunmen in an attack on St. Francis Catholic Church, Owaluwa, in Owo, Ondo State, on Sunday, during which several lives were lost and several other sustained various degree of injuries. This was contained in a statement made available to newsmen in Abuja by the Force Populations Officer CSP Olumiwa Adejobi. According to the statement, the government from preliminary investigations invaded the church with arms and materials suspected to be explosive. Police investigators, who were parts of the first responders deployed to the scene, have recovered pellets of expended AK-47 ammunition, while the explosive ordnance devices, chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear explosives units confirmed the use of explosives as fragments of the IEDs used were found, and after thorough sweeping of the scene, 3 unexploded IEDs were recovered at the scene of the incident.
Meantime, the aftermath of the attacks on St. Francis Catholic Church in Owo, commercial and social activities were paralyzed in the ancient town Monday. Most shops around the commercial area of the town, especially the ever-busy traditional market, were closed, just as few vehicles were seen on the road. Residents and families of the victims also besieged the Federal Medical Center to see the victims of the attack, while most of them were prevented from entering the wards, especially the emergency unit and the children's ward.
And now to sport. Super Eagles captain Amin Musa said that he's ready to represent Nigeria at the African Cup of Nations again should the 3-time African champions qualify, and he is considered good enough by the coach. As reported by headlines in January, the former CSKA Moscow star confirmed that he did not at any time say he was going to retire from the national team after the African Cup of Nations 2021 in Cameroon.
And lastly, from my end, Joe Ariba has declared that the Super Eagles must put in their best to run over the Leon Stars of Sierra Leone as both countries clash on Thursday at the MKO Abiola National Stadium, Abuja, in a 2023 African Cup of Nations qualifier. Aribo, who was part of the Super Eagles squad handled by Portuguese Jose Peseiro, which lost the 2 friendlies in the United States to Mexico and Ecuador last week, believes the team must get it right this time.
And finally, newly employed Super Eagles head coach Jose Peseiro has shown is a no-nonsense professional after he banned the players from wearing earrings and rings through training as Nigeria faced Sierra Leone on Thursday in the 2023 African Cup of Nations qualifier in Abuja.
And that does it on today's edition of Headlines. Has been the job of Jamuda and
Lushola Egbodofo, and our producer for this program is Motumaya Ayigba. Production advisor is Abibola Babatunde. We say
good morning.